We ready to go?
I think so. It's been a minute. I'm finally back in the studio. It's been a month at minimum.
It's finally happening. This is kind of the moment we've been waiting for. Chris is still probably in Jamaica or somewhere, but we got Samuel back. He went into Maverick Hell. I think that's what we determined for.
Yeah, I just got put in purgatory for a little bit. Like Luca happened. I tried to join the pod. I got banished off into the I got banished to the conference room, and then not even the conference room wanted me. I was just like fully gone.
Yeah,
and
Zoom just kicked you, and then we said lol, and then we've done like a month without you. We don't know where you were.
Is this the fourth podcast?
Nah, this is. It depends. Hey, I'm wearing a nice shirt because we just recorded the Ethan Awards. It's coming out before or after this. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is 4th, 5th, something. It'll be around there.
Yeah, we get to decide what goes out first.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be posted at the same time, but it works out.
We got the power like that. How was your day, Samuel? Like, people need to know you know?
I got cooked today. I'm a math major, which was a choice of my own making, and I regret slightly. I like math, but not enough for the exam today. So hopefully the pressure curves that. But yeah, how was your day?
Incredible. Just basically classes all day. Skipped one. You know that happened. Slept in. But yeah, good day. Been recording all day, so my mind's on a different planet. But I'm gonna lock in, and we're gonna have a really good time.
Hopefully,
it may be this episode may be a little deranged, but anytime it's just me and Samuel, it's gonna be deranged.
We have our own form of communication we developed over the past year and a half of knowing each other, and it's a process.
We can communicate without speaking and in kind of like caveman terms, so we're going to try to dial it back.
And we're starting to learn LeBron terms, which is bad.
Le terms. We're talking about the NFL today. LaFell. We're not going to do that to you guys too much. But what are we doing today, Samuel?
So we were trying to brainstorm ideas earlier, and the idea we came up with was basically, the app Tinder, and you swipe left or right on people, and basically doing that with NFL teams. I took the NFL team, the NFC teams, and Ethan took the AFC teams, and we'll present them to one another, and you just swipe left or right if you like where they're at or if you don't like where they're at. Yeah. Right is good, left is bad.
Yeah, basically we created Tinder profiles for our teams, listed their record, their playoff stuff about their QB, a defining picture, as all good Tinder profiles have. Especially the quarterback. You always gotta listen to the quarterback on the Tinder profiles. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing. So yeah, swipe right. It's like you're swiping right on the girl, but this time we're swiping right on the NFL team. That means yes.
Yeah.
We like the direction. We want to be with them, I guess. And then swiping left
up that relationship
means they're having a dumpster fire or they're going the wrong direction. But it's going to be... But before we go, have you ever had a dating profile in your life?
No.
Okay, me neither.
I've never been on the app Tinder.
Okay.
Have you?
I haven't. But one time me and my friends made a fake dating profile with one of my friends' pictures, but I don't remember which app. I'm pretty sure
was this homeschool Ethan, at a basketball
something? No, this was at a Chick-fil-A, so even more homeschool.
Oh, no.
But it was me and my friends, and I think it was the gay dating app. Is that Grindr? Is that what that's called?
It's Grindr.
I think we made a Grindr profile. That was probably not a good idea. I don't know what happened to that because it wasn't on my phone, and then we didn't. I don't know what happened. So maybe the dude got a match, and maybe right now he's dating. I don't know. I hope not. But
my only experience is right after graduation, we had a senior trip in Florida, which sucked. But one of the things we did is 3 of the guys made Tinder profiles, and we're trying to legitimately find dates in Florida.
That's incredible.
While they were there.
That's incredible.
They got into some interesting situations. Okay, but stories for later.
Did they go on a date?
They attempted to and one got catfished and the other one almost got mugged.
Okay, wait. So when they got catfished, did the dude did they show up and it was just a dude?
They showed up and it was supposed to be this 20-year-old girl, and it was this 80-year-old woman.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So
just full catfish.
Okay, then how did they get mugged? Is that a story we can share?
I don't even fully remember what happened. I just remember they were supposed to show up to this part of the beach that was private.
Oh no.
And
oh, no.
There was just a bunch of dudes there that were acting very sketchy. Okay. And right when they pulled up, they just started I just remember they telling the story and being scared for their lives. I have no idea what happened though. So.
Well, okay. Well, that's fun. Yeah. So that's the reason not to make fake dating profiles, I guess. I don't know.
Or real ones.
Real ones. apparently statistically, most people meet online these days. So I don't know. I don't think it works, but like it's just
that explains what happened.
It's because
earlier.
people don't know how to socially interact anymore. Like us.
Women are scary.
Women are very scary. But we're not going to talk about women on this pod.
We're going to talk about
most of our
in the NFL.
Yes, we're talking about men because most of our listeners are men and they're scared of women too, and we like men. Not we like we're cooked. See, this is what happens when me and Sam are on a pod. Okay.
I'm ready to start if you are.
Let's start. Let's swipe left or right.
Okay.
On some NFL teams.
So here's your first team.
Okay. Let's find them. Okay.
Oh, it's backwards. That's okay.
And by the way, we're gonna be putting we're looking at the pictures right here, but we'll put it up on the screen for you guys so you guys can see. Okay, so QB Bryce Young, record 5-2. They missed the playoffs.
5-12.
Oh,
not 5-2.
Oh, okay.
They did not go 5-2. That's 5-12.
they canceled. I'm actually gonna swipe right on this team.
Yeah.
The reason is, yes, they were awful, but I see a lot of development and hope in Bryce Young. So he got benched last year for Andy Dalton, but that really helped him, and he came back looking like low-key better than C.J. Stroud. Yeah. He looked like he had a chance to be a good NFL quarterback, to be a great NFL quarterback. Honestly, he looks like he has a chance. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the team you can figure out later. That's my mindset in an NFL team. Like once you know the quarterback, you can figure out the rest later. And so it looks like the Panthers have a potential to have a good quarterback, so I'm going to swipe right.
Okay, I like it. I would have also swiped right. I agree with everything you said. And I think towards the end of the season with Bryce Young playing, he showed a few glimmers of something that could give some hope of him being a decent NFL quarterback in the future. So I like it.
Okay. Let's go to my next Tinder profile. Oh.
You did the same thing I did.
There we go. We got the Chargers 11-6, lost in the wild card round, and it's the majestic man Justin Herbert as your quarterback.
Man.
I mean, this man is looking good in this picture. Not gonna lie.
It's a look. He has a look to him.
It's a look. I think
a majestic look is questionable, but
okay. We have different opinions, different NFL types, so to speak.
I don't know. I feel weird about the Chargers. Like, the Chargers made the playoffs, yes. But then they got obliterated by the Texans, if I remember correctly. And
Justin Herbert threw 4 interceptions in that game.
That's also what I was about to say. Like, the Chargers are kind of locked in with Herbert.
Yeah.
Like, what is his contract?
I'll look. You yap.
But, like, I'm pretty sure they're locked in with his contract. They're kind of, like, whether they want to be with him or not, like, they're stuck with him. And if I remember correctly, his passer rating last season was not great. He threw a good amount of interceptions. His touchdown to interception ratio was not great last season.
I think during the regular season he was decent.
Yeah.
He signed a 5-year.
Oh no, he threw not that many because he doubled his interception numbers in the playoffs.
He signed a 5-year, $262.5 million contract in 2023. So they're locked into him, giving him a lot of money. And the thing about Justin Herbert, like, he's always been good in the regular season, but as soon as he got playoff testing, he was awful, and that's scary. Like, in theory, Justin Herbert should be a top 5 quarterback, but in the playoffs, he played like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. I mean, the Chargers have a good defense. They have a decent surrounding core, so they should be good. We should be swiping right, but I would also swipe left.
I would swipe left. I don't know. I don't like where they're at. Like, they're going to be a decent team. They're going to be a playoff team. I think over like the next 5 years, I think they'll make the playoffs almost every year.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be there, but I don't see them going far. And you're just kind of stuck in that in between. You're not bad enough to get good picks. You're not good enough to win a Super Bowl or get anywhere meaningful in the playoffs. And you're just kind of stuck in the standstill in between, and that just has to be a swipe left for me. Yeah.
To get to the next level, you either got a bit like so. What the Eagles did. They built the most incredible team around a mid quarterback in Jalen Hurts. And that's what it looks like. Justin Herbert is going to be more like a Jalen Hurts than like a Joe Burrow. People said, he could be a Joe Burrow, but it's not looking like that. So either the Chargers had to go crazy in building a great team, or they're just going to be, like you said, mid. And I don't see them going crazy building a great team. That's hard to do. The Eagles did something hard to do.
Oh, yeah. And them getting Barkley from the Giants.
Yeah.
Also, like that's not something that everyone's gonna be able to do.
It's Howie Rome. I don't know what the Eagles GM's name is. Let's see. Oh yeah, Howie Roseman. There we go.
Yes.
Like he's drafted incredibly. Like that. Once again, if they didn't draft incredibly, if they didn't get Barkley, they weren't really going to win with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
They had to do everything perfectly, and they did. And I just don't see the Chargers doing that. They can. I'm not saying they can't. We just haven't seen any evidence for that.
It's always possible. There's just no signs of it.
Like the defense has been good, but not great. The surrounding weapons, the J.K. Dobbins at running back, wide receiver.
Your only real weapon was there a season ago with Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware. And
yeah,
Ladd
McConkey's there.
Oh, McConkey's there. Yeah.
He's really good, but then you got Quinnen
He's not
Johnston
good enough to carry your offense.
And Mike Williams. Like, you need a better running back. You need some more besides Ladd. I mean, Ladd is great, so that's a good step in the right direction, but there's still so many different holes on the defensive side and just running back, more wide receivers, more weapons. So maybe if Justin Herbert gets more weapons, maybe that was a fluke game against the Texans. It was just so bad that I'm okay with swiping left for now.
Okay. I'm glad we agree.
Okay.
You ready for your next team?
Let's get the next one going.
Also, did you see your photo on the last one?
My photo?
On the photo on my slide last one?
No. Oh, wait, which one? The Bryce Young one?
Yeah, that was not Bryce Young.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. Oh, is that LeBron James?
That is LeBron James.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who it was. Okay, so we got LeBron James with poop on him?
Yes.
Okay, I mean...
Just a Packer special.
I mean, he's still Le Pookie Bear, LeBon Bon, so I'm okay with him looking like this. We got quarterback Jordan Love, record 11-6, and then no the playoffs. You know they did they not make the playoffs?
I don't think
they made the playoffs. They played the Eagles and lost in the first round.
They made the playoffs.
Okay, some of these slides may or may not be accurate.
My stats were cooked. I don't know what Google was trying to feed me.
Tell them
it was
about
just
ESPN.
wrong.
Tell them about what ESPN did to you.
ESPN tried to convince me the Panthers went
No, it was the Seahawks.
The Seahawks went 2-15, which I don't know if you watch the NFL, but that's not accurate.
Yeah.
They tried to convince me 4 NFC teams made the conference championship. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things going wrong. So some of this might be wrong on my end. A lot of this might be wrong.
That's okay. All these slides are cooked, and I think a part of it is your hate for the Packers kind of came out, and so you just started saying, "Oh, no playoffs." Oh,
I actually would not be surprised.
I'm gonna look on inaccurate stats as long as it makes the Packers look bad. I'm going to swipe right, and you knew I would because I'm a big Jordan Love guy. I think he's top 5/top 8 quarterback in the NFL, somewhere around there. I just think he has very good arm, very good accuracy. Sometimes his reading of the game is suspect. Sometimes he makes some bad decisions, but when he's making good decisions, he's really good. This year's stats weren't so great. He had 3,300 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, and a 39.3 QBR. So not great, but last year he was super good. 4,100 passing yards, 32 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, and a 62 QBR. He was just really good. So I'm just a believer in Jordan Love as that guy. Like, they don't have the pieces yet. Their defense is okay. They're like, once again, they have some okay pieces, and they got to build on that. But I trust in Jordan Love. What about you?
I hate the Packers, and I don't think Jordan Love is top 8. I think he's closer to the 12 to 10 range, but that's just me personally. But I think with how young the Packers are and with how much room they have to grow, I have to swipe right.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I have to.
Yeah, this is a hard moment for you.
Yeah.
You're a big Packers hater.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Not really.
Do we need to take a pause real quick? Remember,
It's okay.
Remember,
we can just move on.
LeBron now plays on the Packers. So
well, he also
He also plays on every team you have. Am I right? Yeah. Okay. Well,
look.
Okay. Yeah, he plays on the Panthers too.
Plays on the Panthers too.
I'm guessing he's gonna play on there.
He plays on every team.
Okay. My one more thing about the Packers I want to mention that they need to work on is their wide receivers. Their wide receiver room is Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, some guy named let's see, Wicks.
No,
I just see D Wicks. I don't know what his first name is. And then McCole Hardman signed a 1-year deal. So they're about to cook with McCole Hardman. I remember everyone was talking about at the beginning of the offseason that the Packers were going to get Stephon Diggs. They were going to get some big wide receiver.
No,
Guess what, guys? You got McCole Hardman. Yay! Woo! Go Packers! Go Pack Go! Yeah, but I'm still swiping right because I believe in Jordan Love and they got time. Okay. Here we go. We're now going for my next Tinder profile. Let me get this on here. Okay, here we go. It is the New York Jets.
Why do they
So it's Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that's Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers working at McDonald's, which I hope makes you happy.
That makes me
Because
very happy.
you're an Aaron Rodgers hater. What did I just say there? I said Aaron hater. Record 5-12. QB Justin Fields. Yay, no more Rodgers. That's the biggest appeal. What are you doing with the Jets?
They just lost Adams.
Well, they cut Adams.
They cut Adams, but that makes sense for them to cut Adams. But I just don't see much happening there. I think they tried to slap something together with Rodgers, which Rodgers fell apart himself.
He went into the darkness retreat and was like, oh my goodness. I guess I'll be back.
He went to his special place and
stayed special. Came on stage.
His ACL stayed, not his Achilles stayed in the special place, and the rest of him went out on field.
And his brain stayed in the special place. Or it's always been in the special place.
What brain?
You're right, correct. I should have done a picture of just no brain.
Just no brain.
Nothing.
No, I just don't like where they're at. They're just in a tough spot. I don't see how they get out of this. I'm gonna be real. There's not much hope for them right now.
Yeah.
What do you see?
So they made some okay signings on the defensive end. Just some small pieces like Brandon Stevens, Jameen Sherwood, some okay players, a good cornerback, a good linebacker. So they're building a little bit on the defense. Got some good D linemen, but really nothing exciting signing wise. And they lost Rodgers, they lost Adams. And then they got Fields. I feel so bad for Fields. I think this guy could actually
Fields
be good.
is actually decent.
He went from the Bears to the Steelers when they're going 4-2, and they said, "Nah, we don't believe in you anymore." And now to the Jets. I don't know if Justin Fields can be good, but he's never been given an opportunity. I actually like him. I think he could, but you're going to the Jets. I mean, at least you have Garrett Wilson, so this would be the first time he's had a true number one wide receiver.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he does with that. But Justin Fields is not your guy, I don't think. Maybe he is.
He could be. I see there's some hope there. That's their biggest thing. If Fields can level up with this, with this change in wide receiver, there's a hope. But what were their defensive stats last season?
I don't have.
I don't think their defense was good.
But so they have Sauce Gardner, so that's nice.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I know their defense was good. What am I talking about?
Was good?
That's what they're known for is their defense.
Yeah. They're known for their defense, but how good actually was their defense? Am I crazy?
I mean, I think it was okay.
Yeah.
It was just their offense was so incredibly awful. Incredibly awful. Breece Hall was a disappointment. Aaron Rodgers was awful. Maybe Justin Fields unlocks his offense with his running ability, and maybe they win some more games, but I can't even see them making the playoffs. Maybe they go from 4 wins that they had, or 5 wins, and they get 8 wins. That's the max I can see. And they have to make some significant moves to be able to get to where I would swipe ever right on them. They just feel like the next time they have a chance at actually doing something feels like 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
This will be the best offensive line that Justin Fields played for.
Who's on their offensive line?
I don't know, but PFF says it's the 5th best.
Okay.
So you see my ball knowledge. I do not know O lines well.
Chris would have you crucified.
Chris would crucify me, but Chris is not here, so we're chilling. But yeah, PFF ranks them as the 5th best offensive line last year. Let's see, veteran tackles Tyrone Smith and Morgan Moses.
Tyrone Smith there.
Yeah, okay. So those guys are good. And then they also got Vera Tucker. He's really good. He's a young guy. So I do know people. Okay, we cooked. I just had to look at their depth chart and be like, okay, I see these guys. So they have a good O-line. But it's just
yeah. Everything's kind of meh.
It's
from
just
my
meh.
perspective. There's nothing. It reminds me of the Chargers. Like it just does.
But like worse.
But worse.
But way worse.
Yeah.
And
I
with
think
the
they
worst
have more hope
quarterback.
than I was giving them credit for off face value,
Yeah.
but not enough to change my swipe.
No.
I'm still going left.
I would swipe left. You need Justin Fields to be something incredible. If not, you're still in quarterback purgatory that Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson and everyone before that put you in.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and Sam Darnold too. He was there. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for the next team.
Your next team is the Commanders.
Oh yes, my king.
You would, yeah.
My fantasy king, looking like LeBron James is incredible.
He failed you in the semis.
That's okay. I don't care.
He failed you in the
I had the
semis
second
in
highest
this
scoring team, and I feel good about my draft. I drafted him in the 8th round. Jaden Daniels at QB. Record 12-5. They made it to the NFC Championship, surprisingly. Swipe right all the way. All the way. Like they're
building their O-line right now. They're they're doing a lot right. Like I can't gripe them on much. Their core shined this past year, even brighter than CJ Stroud did his first year in Houston. They're looking good, they're playing well, and they're just getting better.
Yeah.
Nothing's slowing them down right now. They are their own limit currently.
Yeah, they got Laramie Tunzel from the Texans. I don't know what the Texans are doing. I mean, Laramie Tunzel, I think, is overrated. Like, he commits a lot of penalties, but he's still a good O-lineman. They got some other O-linemen in free agency. They picked up Deebo Samuel, which, he's fat and kind of, like, lazy, and I don't know if he's going to be good. Sorry, Deebo.
And washed.
Deebo,
very washed.
If you're listening to this, I'm willing to fight you one-on-one to prove you're fat. But, yeah, they got Deebo.
You're gonna get cooked.
Yeah, I know. I hope he really doesn't. I hope he doesn't watch this because if he actually does, he's the type of guy who would accept my fight. So I'm gonna be cooked. But yeah, they got some good wide receiver depth. I think Deebo is a good 2 behind Scary Terry, another fantasy king. Like they're just building a great roster around Jaden Daniels, protecting him, something the Texans never did for CJ Stroud, and that's the biggest thing for a young QB. Also putting weapons. Swiping right immediately. There wasn't even a second glance.
Yeah.
I didn't say, do they really look pretty? I said, swipe right, swipe right. There wasn't even any sort of hesitation.
Okay.
Okay, we ready for the next one?
I'm ready for my third team.
Okay. Let's get this on here. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, we're good. We figured it out. Okay.
What am I looking at?
So we got Bills legend Mac Hollins, looking spiffy. I guess that is what I would say. This team went 16-4 obviously last year. They lost in the conference championship to the Chiefs, and their QB is Josh Allen. Sorry, Shamik Moore. I know he stole your girl, but you'll be okay. Please make the next Spider-Man movie. Please don't quit. Please make the next Spider-Verse movie. Anyway, sorry.
Wait, what?
That was just It's okay. Quick story time.
What just happened?
Sorry, quick story time. Let me get. You want to sit on my knee? Is that how that works during story time?
Okay.
Okay. So, quick story time. So, Josh Allen got engaged to Haley Steinfeld. She's an actor that plays Gwen in Spider-Verse.
Okay. I know that one.
But Shamik Moore, he plays the Spider-Man guy. Oh my goodness. Miles Morales. And so he was always like flirting with Haley Steinfeld on the show. It was kind of creepy, kind of weird. Because they're love interest in the movie.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you got that.
I watch movie.
Good job, son. And so as soon as Josh out, like he sounds super desperate, and then Haley Steinfeld got proposed to by Josh Allen. They're gonna get married. All that.
Okay.
As soon as that happened, Shamik Moore posted a bunch of cryptic messages on Twitter, but you could tell he was just like down bad. And then he immediately started dating another girl, or like he started like posting a bunch of videos of a different girl. She's a different actor, but that when she was asked about it, she said she was like dating someone else or something like that. And then he was even more down bad,
buddy's down
posting
bad.
more cryptic messages. And now reportedly Spider-Verse is delayed till 2028. And some people are saying it's because Shamik Moore doesn't want to voice act it anymore. Oh. And so that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm giving out a plea. Because I know he listens to our podcast.
Yeah, like top listener.
Yeah.
It's him and Josh.
Yeah, he comments on all our stuff and everything. I may invite him on at some point if you guys want that. I know he's down bad and kind of acting weird, but he may be cool.
He may go for it.
He may go good entertainment. But
for reference, I live under a rock.
Yes.
I don't know. That's a time.
That's a time
That's
for
something
ano-
for-
that's something for another time.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh wait. Did we even discuss this? Oh, we didn't.
we just.
What are you swiping? What are you swiping?
I'm swiping hard right. Like
Hard right. Okay.
Like hard right.
Yeah.
Like the main thing that's killing the Bills is Patrick Mahomes. Like
Yeah.
he just has Josh's phone
Josh
number.
Allen is just like James Harden, and Patrick
Yes.
Mahomes is Steph Curry.
Yes.
If there wasn't Steph Curry, James Harden would be the GOAT. And if there wasn't, not the GOAT, but the GOAT of the era. GOAT of that era.
Okay.
And if there wasn't Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen would be the GOAT of this era. Is that a better way to say it?
Yeah. Like Josh Allen would be. I think if he had the Super Bowl rings that Mahomes has, which I think is fair to say that he could have won those Super Bowls that Mahomes won, or at least 2 of them. Like
Yeah.
he would be there as the guy that's dominating the league right now. Like, that's their one thing is their kryptonite, plays them every year in the playoffs and has won every time.
Yeah.
Like, but their defense plays well. I like Josh Allen. He's tough. He's big. Like
Yeah.
he can run the football and he can throw the football. And you have James Cook, who
Really good.
he's insane. Like day in and day out, he's just like been their power back. That's just run through everybody.
Yeah, no, he's good. I'm trying to pull up some James Cook stats because I know his stats are kind of nice.
I just remember the 40-point game he dropped in the playoffs.
Yeah, so rushing,
nice.
he had 1,000 yards rushing, and then he had 258 yards receiving. So he can receive, or he can receive. He can be a threat in the receiving game and in the rushing game. And he's even had more receiving yards and rushing yards in the past. This was a quote-unquote down year, and he still had 1,000 yards rushing.
That and Dalton Kincaid's dog.
Yeah, he's a dog.
So they're great on offense and their defense is solid.
One thing they need is more wide receivers.
Yes.
Because Kahil Shakir and
Shakir's their biggest
and Kean
threat.
Coleman and the boys are not going to do it.
No.
They're not going to do it for them. And also, I think they need a little work on the offensive line. Their offensive line was
Yeah.
good, but not great. So they could work on that. They've only signed one offensive lineman in the offseason, so they need to do some more work on that. They also signed Joey Bosa, which I think is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, that
He's-
was weird to watch that go down.
He's been kind of bad recently and injured and just not his rookie / first couple
Yeah.
years self. But I think it's a 1 year, $12 million year. I think it's a good swing and hope for the best kind of move.
Yep.
So I like that move. They signed some other good guys on the defensive end. But yeah, the Bills, they're one of the best teams in the NFL, and they just need Patrick Mahomes to die, I guess. I guess they need him to
They
straight
just
up
need
die.
someone else to get him out.
Yeah, maybe we don't want him to die. Maybe that's a little too far.
I think that's a little harsh.
I mean, I don't want him to die. I'm saying the Bills want him to die.
Bills Mafia, yeah. Bills Mafia has
Bills
been
Mafia,
praying.
if they had a chance to kill him, they would.
If Bills Mafia had the chance, they would be throwing stones
Yeah.
from the upper deck. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's fair.
Swipe right.
Hard right.
See, okay, if I swipe this, it looks like that I'm swiping right from
For
their
them.
perspective.
But
Yeah,
for me, I was
well, I know.
wrong.
but
Then I realized.
I'm trying to.
Then.
I care about you guys more than myself. That's how much I care.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the next team. The next Tinder profile.
The next Tinder
do
profile.
we-
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm so ready. Oh. Oh, okay. This one makes me feel very uncomfy but comfortable at the same time. We got LeBron James tackling some white man. QB is now Russell Wilson for these New York Giants.
As of a few hours ago.
Spelt wrong, I think, but that's okay.
I told you they were going to be misspelled.
That's okay. 3-14 record. Not great. No playoffs. Swipe left. Please get me out of here. Please let's just skip these guys. I don't want to talk about the Giants.
The Giants are just a nightmare.
It doesn't matter what they do, and they got Russell Wilson, so it's like a double nightmare.
They somehow fumbled having Saquon Barkley.
Wait, time out. They have Jameis Winston on their team. I need to stand up for this. Jameis Winston, please start. We want to see you there. If you start, I will swipe right immediately. You're my favorite man in the world. Amazing, perfect human. Not perfect, but nearly perfect human being. We love you,
You're
Jameis.
struggling there with your chair a little
Sorry,
bit? Simmer down.
I love Jameis.
Jameis doesn't love you.
That's true. No, Jameis loves everyone. No, Jameis is not
Jameis
Jesus.
does not love you.
Time out.
They're disgusting. Like I don't
I love that. Just the pause. They're disgusting. But
like
it's so
I don't know
true.
what you want from me. Like they somehow just I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand how they have a coaching staff that still like exists. It's
Dave. It's Dable still there, right?
I believe so.
Let me see. Yep, it's still Brian Dable.
Yeah.
Yay.
I don't know how he still has a job, but apparently he does.
I mean, there's no other expectations for them than to be bad.
And give away their best player to an in-division rival.
He's been
that then
given
goes
nothing.
and-
Like
they-
he made the playoffs one year with them, or was close. There was his first year.
What year was that?
It's 2022. Yeah, they went 9-7, earning the 6th seed in the NFC.
Oh
for the
yeah,
playoffs.
yeah. That was the who did they play?
They had Daniel Jones at quarterback, but so I mean, Dable's done good there for what he's been given.
Yeah.
but it's just like, oh yes, Saquon, let me take that away from you. Oh, I mean, now we're giving you Russell Wilson. You went from Daniel Jones to Russell Wilson.
You went from Saquon Barkley to no Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones to Russell Wilson, and it's just not a great progression. They're actually just trending downwards. Like they're one of the worst teams in the league, and then they're just getting worse. And I don't understand how or why. Let's hope they kind of understand how draft picks work this year, if they want any hope. But
I don't think they've ever.
I don't think they're going to understand.
Do they have the first pick? No.
No.
The Titans do.
Titans, yes.
What pick do they have? Because this is actually kind of important.
I think they're second.
That's the Browns. Yeah,
The Browns are second. Yes, I'm knowing myself.
Oh, they have
Third.
the third. They have the third.
Yeah.
So they can pray they get someone like a Travis Hunter. That'd be really nice
Yeah.
for them.
I kind of like the
I
Bears.
don't
getting,
hate drafting a quarterback if Cam Ward somehow drops, but no one else deserves to go in really the first round.
Yeah.
Besides, what's his face over at Ole Miss?
What's his?
We
Why am I-
really know.
We are cooked. We talk NFL all the time. And then
Jackson Dart.
Dart.
We really know our stuff over here. But yeah, Jackson Dart's the only like other quarterback I would give a first round grade, but not this high.
Not 3.
So I think the hope is to get Travis Hunter. I mean, that's best case scenario. Maybe.
Travis Hunter and Russell Wilson. That's your offense.
Hey, don't forget about Malik Neighbors.
Oh yeah, I forgot Malik
he's
Neighbors
really
there.
good.
With Malik Neighbors, that would be actually.
That's
a lot
why
of
we
fun to
wanted
watch.
Jameis Winston as a starter, because Jameis Winston would throw for like 5,000 yards, 42 touchdowns, and 40 interceptions.
Yeah.
But Malik Neighbors would have like 2,500
Welcome,
reception yards.
Geno Smith. That's what Geno Smith did this year. If he threw the same amount of interceptions as touchdowns.
Yeah, no, Jameis Winston would have been cinema. Malik Neighbors would have the greatest fantasy season of all time, but I'm robbed of that. And so we hate you, Giants. Okay.
Okay.
Am I next?
You are next.
I am next. Let's get this going. Okay. We got my second favorite team. Well, you want to read it? You read it. You got it. You got it, buddy.
Let me click back onto the tab.
Yeah, you got it.
Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, 2024 record, 9-8.
Yeah.
Playoffs, boho.
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo.
Boho. I like boho better.
That's the dyslexia coming out.
I mean-
QB is Joe Burrow, in parentheses, maybe a lesbian.
We don't know for sure.
That is technically an option.
He dresses like one, so it could be.
Yeah. Like that fit is very.
That fit is
That's not who I'm expecting to be a top 3 quarterback in the league.
doing something. It's something.
It was an option he had,
and
he took it. Yeah, but no.
Okay, I want to hear your opinion on this because I don't even know what I'm
This is
going to
actually
do.
interesting. I'm trying to think about it because my initial reaction is right.
Because they have Joe Burrow.
They have Joe Burrow.
Top 4 quarterback easy. I think top 2. But anyway.
Yeah, and they have Jamar Chase.
And they have T. Higgins.
Who
they just signed to an exorbitant amount of money.
Oh yeah, but that's a good decision. Like,
Oh, yeah, you gotta get
Higgins,
those guys.
Like, you have to keep those guys, but they also just like struggle.
They have the worst
Like,
defense I've
they're
ever
just
seen.
so bad on the defensive side of the ball. Like, it was against the Ravens. where they both teams scored 500 million points because the Bengals offense is amazing, and then they don't know how to stop like molasses from rolling down the street, like from flowing down the street. Like their defense is actually abysmal. They allowed the 8th most yards in the entire league this year. And loading points. Okay, their points numbers weren't as bad. Oh no, their points numbers were horrible.
Yeah.
Never mind. Now, like, how is that bad? I have the list upside down. And the 8th most points, which
It sounds better than I thought it was going to be.
It's better than it sounds, but it's still just not great. I don't know. It's a hard. What are your initial thoughts on them? Not your left and right, but your initial thoughts on where they are.
They're in a weird spot, right? So their offense is incredible, right? We know that. We know Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and no more Joe Mixon, but who's their running back now? What's his face? It's Moss and Brown are the two guys.
Yeah.
Chase Brown, maybe? I think Chase Brown.
Yes, Chase Brown.
And so we know their offense is always going to be clicking on all cylinders. Joe Burrow's that guy. He was, I think, the best quarterback in the NFL last season. Like, statistically, I think clearly the best. I'm pulling up his stats right now. He had 4,918 passing yards, 43 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you do not see that. But the problem is, once again, their defense. And I was looking at all their signings and stuff. Really, all they've done is just re-sign defensive players. And then the defenders they've signed are just kind of like, okay, D-linemen, but nothing spectacular. And you had a defense in all the games Joe Burrow was great, like against the Steelers. The Bengals scored 38 points. You should win, right? Nope. The Steelers scored 44. Against the Ravens, you scored 38. The Bengals should win, right? Nope. Their defense allowed 41. Against the Commanders, scored 33. Should be a winning game. Nope. You allowed 38. Against the Ravens again, scored 34. Nope. You allowed 35. And Burrow went off in all those games. And so with their defense, also Trey Hendrickson is probably going to sit out for the season.
Really? I did not hear about that.
Yeah, because he wants a new contract, and they're not willing to give him the right contract.
Oh, that, yeah.
And so he said he's completely willing to sit out the whole year. So there's still that in question.
I knew they were arguing over contract. I didn't realize he said that.
Yeah, and that's that's their best defender. And so I'm still going to swipe right just because Joe Burrow is that guy. But it's like the most like gentlest swipe right. I'm like, and then swipe right.
Although I hate it, I'm going to slightly swipe left.
Okay.
Because Burrow has had injury problems. Like, he just has. And there's no telling if that's going to happen any given season. Their offensive line is not great on top of their defense being bad. And so, like, you have a bad defense and your quarterback's getting screamed at half your plays.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not a recipe. You have a quarterback who has a history of injuries. Your quarterback has the ball a decent amount because you keep getting scored on, so you keep getting the ball back. And, like, not in the fun way. You keep getting the ball back. And to line that all up, your O-line isn't great. And, like, the NFC North is rough. You have the Ravens, who are steamrolling. Like, they are killing people in the regular season. You have the Steelers, who I don't like. I don't think they're great. They always fall apart in the playoffs. But still, the Steelers made the playoffs this year. They made the playoffs the year before. And the Browns made the playoffs the year before in the 23-24 season. Like, it's a difficult division.
Yeah, that's valid.
You have a potentially injury-prone quarterback. You have a bad offensive line. And your defense is just going, like, not in a good direction. I'm going to have to, like, just swipe left. Slightly more confident than you're swiping right, but still not super confident.
Yeah, I'm just a big Joe Burrow lover. I think that's what's keeping me. So it's more belief and feelings more than anything. But in all honesty, until they fix that defense, even if you make the playoffs, like, it's hard against a team like the Chiefs or the Bills to stop those teams. Then again, it's hard for other people's teams to stop you. So I think in the playoffs they could do some stuff. And so I think if they make the playoffs, Joe Burrow can just go on a run and they could win. But once again, hard division, hard making the playoffs. And still, that defense is so bad.
Yeah, Joe Burrow can will them through some playoff wins, but like, he first has to will them through the season and then through multiple rounds of the playoffs. It's just
I get that.
Very hard.
I get that.
So
okay, what do you got next for me?
okay, the next team.
Oh, yes.
The Cardinals.
QB Kyle Murray. Kyle Murray. Record 8-9. Hopefully that's accurate.
That is accurate. Let
Leno
me double
play
check that.
la offs. Oh, I love that. I love that la speak.
Oh, it gets worse. Just you wait. Yeah, they're 8-9.
Okay. This is a team I don't care about. That sounds bad, but they're just going to be average again. Kyler Murray is good, but not great. Their offense is good, but not great. Weapons not great. Defense good, but not great. Or average, just average all around. I swipe left. There's like no inspiration coming from this team. There's nothing inspiring me. I don't think there's anything inspiring them. Yeah, I swipe left.
Yeah. Yeah, like nothing's happening. They had some hope with Marvin Harrison at the start of the year, and then that went down very quickly. And what?
Oh no.
I thought you were gonna. I thought I did it wrong.
No, you
but
did.
No.
You're doing a big good.
They had some hope looking there, and then everyone that drafted him in fantasy was suddenly angry because that went off a cliff. They're just.
Yeah, I don't believe in Marvin Harrison necessarily. I mean, that was supposed to be the weapon that saved Kyler.
Yeah, like they still managed to go 8-9, but like managing to go 8-9 is not a good place to be in as a franchise.
Yeah, I mean they're a good team. It's just like I don't see any direction anywhere. Like their free agent signings were not inspiring. I mean they signed like Jacoby Brissett, you know, yeah. I mean, Josh Sweat I forgot about Josh Sweat signed there. So that's a really good deal. Dalvin Tomlinson, he's a pretty good D lineman too. So they made some good moves on the defensive side. Now I'm looking at it more closely. And so those are some signs that are going in the right direction. It's just not inspiring enough. It just feels like they're going to go another 8-9, 9-8. And then get in that division. That division is really mid, so they may make the playoffs, but no chance in heck that they're getting to the Super Bowl or winning it.
I also don't trust Kyler Murray that much. Like, he's good.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Trae Young. Like, if you were just...
That's a good comparison,
I've always thought of Kyler Murray and Trae Young as the same player,
they
the
went,
same
They went
person.
to the same school, so
Yeah.
checks out.
I actually did not know that. I said, yeah, like I did. I did not know that.
That's okay.
But,
Oklahoma.
like, they remind me... Like, they remind me of the same player.
I like that comparison a lot. That's a good comparison. But yeah, I swipe left. I like Kyler, but like you said, maybe not enough. Okay. We got
The brain scan?
we got the Miami Dolphins.
That's Dolphins.
So on the left here, I don't know where we're not gonna have it on the screen like that. But on the left, we got a normal brain. On the right, we got Tua's brain. Record 8-9, playoffs LOL nope. And then Tua in parentheses, pray this man doesn't die next season. That's all we care about as Dolphins fans. I'm not a Dolphins fan, so I don't know why I said
You're
Dolphins.
saying that as an Ethan because of Paris.
Oh, yeah, Paris loves the Dolphins. All you should be praying about, don't even care about the record. You have a guy that could die on the field. Pray this man doesn't die. I'm swiping left. It's your decision, but
I was
I'm
also
swiping
like,
left.
I'm just going to start with I'm swiping left. Like, Tua could just die at any moment, and that's not cool. And, like,
I don't like that.
it's hard to root for a team when, like, rooting for them means a player could die, as well as your main weapon is Tyreek Hill. I'm scared he's always just going to injure himself. He's great when he plays well. He's great when he's there. But he has so many ankle injuries and just, like, he'll be out for half a game. He'll be out for 2 weeks and just randomly, like, and it's sometimes in those hard stretches when they have those big games that I just don't love it. I love A-Chain because... Love A-Chain, but, like, you need more than A-Chain.
Yeah.
And...
I mean, I think they have good weapons. Waddle?
Waddle is good.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun, but when you're supposed to, like, build your offense around your top guy and your top, like, your quarterback and your top receiver, either of them could be out for one of them dying or one of them having bad ankles. Like, it's hard to be consistent as a team, and when it's hard to be consistent as a team, it's hard to move forward through a season.
Yeah, even when Tua's healthy, I just don't trust him enough to. He doesn't have, like, quite the arm that you need for a Tyreek Hill quarterback or a Waddle quarterback, because that's what they're made for. And his arm is just, and deep ball accuracy is not great. His short game accuracy is amazing. I just don't trust him. It's just natural mechanics. And now, like, to be honest, like, it's not a joke. I don't trust his brain as much.
Yeah.
And already before, like he was a good decision maker before. He was accurate in the short game, but can never like quite do the long game good enough. I mean, Tyreek Hill and Waddle kind of they accounted for those weaknesses. But yeah, even if Tua was healthy, I wouldn't trust him trust him enough. I think they need a new quarterback there because those weapons are really good. Tyreek Hill being injured, yeah, but they need a new quarterback. They did make. I like their James Daniels signing, the guard. He used to be on the Steelers. It's good because their O-line has not been great, ranked 18th last season. So they've been trying to recover that in free agency. So a good sign there. But yeah, as long as Tua is on this team, all I care about is the man not dying, honestly. Okay. You got another profile for me?
I have another franchise for you.
Okay. Let's see.
The La Falcons.
The Falcons. Sorry. Okay, I like what Pinks did last season. I really did. In his 3 games where he played, let's see how many games he played. But he looked good. He looked like the 3rd best quarterback out of the draft. It was actually a pretty good quarterback draft, honestly. But in his 3 games he played, he had 5 games played, but I think only 3 he started. He had 775 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, so not great. A 51 QBR, so not amazing stats, but you saw why they drafted him and why there's some hope there, because he's just insanely accurate and has a really good arm. And he's accurate down the field. There's some passes he can pinpoint that's really good. Sometimes I don't trust his decision making quite as much, but he also has some legs. He doesn't have legs. That's another thing that I don't trust as much. But he's just really accurate, has a great arm. And so if he improves the decision making a bit, and they have pretty okay weapons around him. But once again, it's another team that I'm just like, But I'm going to swipe right because they have hope with Penix. They have Bijan Robinson. They have Drake London. So they have a good core for him to work around. They have a pretty good offensive line. Defense is okay, but they have time to improve that. This is more like a long project kind of team that I'm okay waiting on the project. They play in a bad division too, so they can win that division easily. So,
anyone can win that division at any given moment. They have a very easy route to just making the wild card just because they win that division, and they can go 10-7 and win it. They just haven't recently. I think it's been 7 years since they made the playoffs or something like that.
Yeah,
It's been a little bit, but yeah, no, I agree with a bunch of what you said. They have young guys.
It's 7 years, and
yeah.
I think it's I think it was after their Super Bowl loss, 28-3.
Yeah.
Oof. Sorry, Falcons fans.
Rough turnaround.
Yeah, that's kind of awful.
Number 1 offense into 7 years of missing the playoffs.
Tough.
Anyways, sorry. No, stop shooting some strays there. But yeah, they have some hope because of Bijan and because of Penix. I like Penix, just like you said. I like that he's patient because when Kirk was there, as the starter at the beginning of the year, there was a lot of just him waiting and watching and wanting to learn. Yeah, he had the competitiveness of I want to start, but he's willing to learn, and I think that's a big thing for a guy as young as he is. And so I think he has a lot of room to develop, and he has a lot of that willingness to develop and willingness to be taught.
Yeah, you could see that he could be great. He has the talent, he has the arm, he has the experience, he has the know-how in the game. Just some few tweaking here or there, and he already looked good. And so if Michael Penix takes a big step, they're gonna probably win that division. I mean, the Bucs are good too, but they're gonna really compete for that division. If he takes another step, they could already be a Super Bowl contender. The offensive line is good enough. The weapons are good enough. Maybe get one more wide receiver, and the defense just needs a few pieces, some tweaks here or there. It's a pretty average defense, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna swipe right. Did you say right too?
I agree with right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit some teams rapid fire.
Okay. My next one will be easy, I think.
Okay, so here's mine. We got CJ Stroud when he plays a full game behind the Texans O-line. He dies. So they had a 10-7 record, lost to the Kansas City Taylor Swifts in the playoffs, and their QB is Pookie CJ Stroud. What do you feel about them?
I like them. They have although yes, this year was a step back from what CJ was his rookie year. CJ's still like great. He's still playing well. Like, yeah, his offensive line kind of sucks, and it doesn't help that they're losing their offensive line instead of building an offensive line. But I have to swipe right just out of the. You have hope there, and you have hope on the defense side of the ball with. Oh my goodness.
Derek Stingley.
Nope.
Will
Rusher.
Anderson.
Will Anderson.
Yeah.
Like, names are just not there today, but.
Hey, it's 11 p.m. now. We're okay with names not being there.
It's 11 p.m. But, like, with Will Anderson on the defense side of the ball and with CJ Stroud and just, like, the wide receivers are there. Nico, like, you just lost Stephon Diggs, which sucks.
Yeah.
But, like, you still have Nico Collins. You still have stuff there.
The problem is Tank Dell is going to be probably out for the whole year.
Yeah.
So that kind of scares me for this year. They got Christian Kirk. But I was hoping for more. I think on the wide receiver, we may be a little thin, but Nico Collins is that guy, and Joe Mixon's that guy, so that helps.
But also, just as far as I'm looking at it, like, this relationship's not just supposed to last 1 year. Like, yeah he'll be out this season.
Yeah,
but like having that hope the year after, like the next 2-3 years after this season, I think the Texans have a lot of room to just go vertical.
Yeah, on this app, we're looking for a long-term dating relationship and hopefully marriage. I mean, that's what we're looking for. That's what we should be. Date to marry. That is what we are doing on this show.
Yes.
I'm gonna swipe right. I'm gonna say a quick few words. They did sign Danielle Hunter to a 1-year, $35 million extension, and then Derek Stingley to a 3-year, $90 million extension. Those are big numbers for those guys. I think the Derek Stingley one's really good because he's young and he's a top 3 corner in the league easily. Like, when there's the top, like, he usually stays on one side of the field, and that side of the field rarely gets targets and rarely gets completions. Hunter for $35 million is crazy, but he was good. But only a 1-year deal. Yeah. Anyway, that is a lot. But the only problem with his team is the O-line. Like, I put the meme was up there. Like, one reason I think CJ Stroud had such a rough second year, that O-line was awful. Like, he had no time. His pressure rate was like 39% or something like that.
Ugh.
That may be too much. I should probably look that up.
Let me get that.
You should look that up. But I remember there's a meme. There's that Patrick Mahomes in like one playoff game where he got like played awful. Had the same pressure rate that CJ Stroud faced all year. So yeah, the O-line really is scary. I mean, they signed Trent Brown, they signed Cam Robertson, they signed Ed Ingram, Lincoln Tomlinson. Those guys are all just offensive linemen. And then they traded away our best offensive lineman in Tunzel. So like, I don't know what the Texans are trying to do. They better draft an offensive lineman with every pick in the NFL draft. And draft a few wide receivers too. Because we're chilling on the defense. We got CJ Gardner-Johnson. Our defense is nice. We have good, incredible D-line. We just need an offensive line. But yeah, I'll swipe right. CJ Stroud, he makes you swipe right every time.
I can find nothing on the pressure rate.
That's okay.
The only thing I found was that Justin Herbert was pressured 19 out of 36 times in the playoff game, which is accurate from watching that game.
Yeah.
So, okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for the next one.
Your next team is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, so we got quarterback Hurts. They won the Super Bowl, and the record was 14-3. Swipe right. I don't even think we need to discuss this team.
Yeah, there's nothing to say here. Like, they absolutely dominated the Chiefs, who were dominating the regular season.
And they have Saquon back. They have all their weapons back. They lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think that's the really main significant loss they have.
They have a white corner.
They have white corner, white secondary, who are amazing. I don't have anything else to say. Let's move on. Okay, so we got the next one. So we got the Raiders here. Record 4-13. Playoffs. I don't think they know what that is. And they have QB, probably someone. It's now Geno. It's Geno Smith now.
Yeah.
They traded for Geno Smith
For some reason. They did something.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think? This is your swipe.
Just instantly left.
Okay.
Like, I like Geno. I like the guy, but like,
that's you're about to dunk on him. I like the guy.
He's a good dude. I think. I actually have no idea about anything about Geno Smith.
Geno, if you want to come on the show, we can see if you're a good dude. We got Debo coming on. We got Shameik Moore. Geno, this show's about to go crazy.
But he's just not good. His decision making's not great. When he was with the Seahawks, what was his TD interception ratio?
It was not
last
great this
year?
season. I mean, Geno Smith.
Like, it was just not good. He doesn't. I don't know. He was 21-15 was his ratio, which hoping for that, where I think honestly it was a better situation with the Seahawks. Now moving to the Raiders and relying on him. Like, I know don't base it off on one thing, but like if you're 4-13, you need some help at quarterback, and I don't think Geno's that answer.
Yeah, he's not getting put in a great spot. Like their wide receiver room, Jacoby Myers is your guy. Running back room, because now Josh Jacobs is not there anymore. So they signed Raheem Mostert. Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like they're just gonna be around 5-12 again. I mean, I like Geno. Geno with good weapons can be a serviceable NFL quarterback, even a quarterback you could win a Super Bowl with if you had really good weapons and stuff around him. Just the Raiders are nowhere close to that. Swipe left.
And like their defense is average, and like if your defense is average and your offense is the Raiders' offense,
yeah,
I'm not gonna swipe right.
Yeah,
So,
we're swiping left.
We're swiping
immediately.
left.
Okay, what do we got next?
Okay, next up, if I can get it on here. Oh, come on.
Maybe not.
There it goes. We have the little upside down Saints.
Okay. Oh, this is the best picture yet. Incredible.
LeBron doing a backflip in a Saints jersey.
I mean, that's what I've been dreaming of. I had a dream about that last night,
yeah,
quite literally.
I read your journal, so yeah.
Okay. How often do you dream about LeBron?
I don't dream, but every time I do dream, everything is LeBron.
That is good. I'm glad. Okay, they have Derek Carr. Okay, swipe left. Okay, we're going to a different team.
Yep.
Please no.
You're in the poverty section of my
Sorry,
list.
get this out of my face. Get this out of my face. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Why did I do this next? Read the stuff. Read the stuff.
We have the Chiefs. We have Kermit the Frog, Patrick Mahomes. Playoffs is take that Taylor. I'm guessing that means.
We hate you, Taylor.
Yeah, I agree.
You lost. You lost. Come on the show. We want you on the show too. You lost.
No, we don't.
No, we actually don't.
15-2 record. This has to be a swipe right. Like, I like Patrick Mahomes like that much more than you do.
Yeah.
Which means not very much, but even if he wasn't great this year, even if he wasn't playing that well and they had a ton of super close games, if you're winning your conference that many years in a row and you're like getting to the Super Bowl, like you have to swipe right.
Yeah.
There's no argument against it.
Yeah.
Argument against it.
I don't have arguments. It's swipe right. They have a bunch of people getting arrested, so that's funny, but not funny. So who knows if Xavier Worthy or Rashid Rice will play. So their wide receiver room is a little questionable, but if Xavier Worthy, Rashid Rice, Hollywood Brown all play and you draft a rookie wide receiver, they could be okay. So that's the only room that's a little lacking, but Patrick Mahomes usually makes up for that. And as much as I hate to say it, the Super Bowl is probably more of a fluky game than anything, and they'll come back as strong as ever. But I don't want to talk about them anymore. That makes me depressed. Give me something else.
Depression.
Oh, the Cowboys. Hello there. Okay, so we have QB Ladak LaPress. This is accurate. LeBron would actually play on the Cowboys as a tight end. 7-10 record. No Lola. We have 2 losses. No Lola playoffs. I like that.
No Lele playoffs.
For the Cowboys, how about you? Yeah, this is your team.
This is like
I don't have anything to say besides.
This is like relapsing. Like you're dating a girl and then you break up, and you decide to get back together, and then you break up, and then you get back together, and then you break up.
Yeah.
For like the 20th season in a row.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the TV show's getting a little old at this point. This is not like a casual swipe left. This is we've been here before, and we've tried this. We need to move on. Like there's no like. Yeah, we have good players. We have talent. We have Jerry Jones, though, and that's kind of all I need.
You'll never
Swipe
win with
left.
Jerry Jones. Swipe left. They're free agent signings. Best ones: Miles Sanders, woo! Dante Fowler Jr., woo! Oh, they traded for Kier Elam, and he's a good cornerback.
Yeah.
So, yay. Okay, let's go to a different team. because Cowboys, they'll never win with Jerry Jones, and they'll never win with Dak
They're
Prescott.
in La Purgatory.
Dak Prescott is a guy who's good in the regular season, but the playoffs doesn't have it. Jerry Jones is just cursed, and I love every minute of it. I'm sorry, I'm a Cowboys hater.
You're lucky I like the Texans.
Cue Stephen A. Smith song. But yeah, let's go to the next. Okay, let's see what we got here. What is? Oh, it's this one. Okay.
I'm scared.
Hello there.
Wow, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Okay. So Trevor Lawrence, I cannot see what I would put. So you want to read the stuff?
Hit that button.
Oh, okay. There we go. 2024 season for the Jaguars, 4-13. Playoffs, they're screaming out, "We need Blake Bortles back." That was their guy. QB Trevor overrated Lawrence.
Overrated?
Overrated. Overrated Lawrence.
Sweet home. I can't get copyright.
Yeah, we can't. Don't say.
Okay,
don't say.
sorry.
What's your thoughts on the Jaguars? Let's go to the next team.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next team.
Just no.
I don't want any thoughts on the Jaguars. Never mind.
I have a team that I think might be interesting.
Okay, let's get to something
We've
interesting.
been like polar opposites. Like, might be interesting.
Might. Oh, okay.
It's more interesting than the Jags.
It is. I like this team. Okay, we got the Bucks. Baker, Lamo, my fields. There you go. Record 10-7, and they made it to the divisional ? They lost to the Commanders.
They did lose to the Commanders.
in the wild card. I like the Bucks. They're getting a little old on the wide receiver end. Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are getting hurt a lot and getting old, so that scares me. Baker Mayfield is that dude. I think he's probably a top 10 quarterback now.
You know my opinion.
I know you love him. He's like a top one for you or something.
Like 5 to 7.
They've made some okay offseason moves. Hassan Reddick is a really good one. This is a re-signing. Never mind. But yeah, they made some good free agent signings. I mean, I think I swipe right. Like, I don't know if they have a Super Bowl peak. Maybe if Baker and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are all healthy and they go off. But their defense is good enough. Their offense is good enough. Their offensive line is good enough. It's all really good, but not great. So I'm going to swipe right. What do you think?
I like where they're at. They have White and Bucky Irving at running back. Like,
Bucky Irving was really good. He was really good.
But like letting them split reps this season and like watching their run game work as well as their pass game once Mike Evans came back. Their offense is good. Their defense, I actually should look before I speak.
I mean,
their defense isn't great.
Their defense is old.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of scared of.
I think their defense is like 20th, somewhere in that window, which isn't great. So you need some help there. Like, you need help there if you want to win with who you have right now, because people are going to start retiring pretty soon.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a swipe right, like not hyper confident, but just like, we're going to swipe right and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, like they have Levante David, who is historically good linebacker. He's 35 now. Vita Vea.
Oh, Vita Vea's,
He's 30. They signed Hassan Reddick, which was the one I mentioned, but he's still 30. So he's been good in the past, but he's 30 and was not great last season. They have Antoine Winfield Jr. He's pretty good. He's 26. But my fear for the Bucks is they're old. So I feel like in this relationship, like it's going to be a really good 2 years, but it's not a long-term thing. Like it's going to be a fun dating relationship, but it's going to end in a tragic way. We thought we were going to get married, but we didn't, and that's going to be the Bucks. But I still swipe right. I'm going to have a good time during the dating relationship, but...
We said date to marry, but sometimes we can have fun.
With Bucks, we're dating to have fun. Yeah.
We're dating an old person.
Basically, we are. We're dating a cougar? Question mark? Question mark? Okay. Okay.
What is that?
Don't worry about it. Okay. We got the Broncos. Broncos country. Let's ride. Okay, I'm glad it's not Russell Wilson. Okay, yeah. So the QB is thankfully not Russell Wilson. That's all I put. That's all that matters.
So it's Bo Nix.
It's Bo Nix. They lost in the wild card round. Went 10-7. Dang, the rookie class was good last year.
How did they make the playoffs?
Wait, was Bo Nix?
Bo Nix was...
Yeah.
Bo Nix was the starter.
Everyone but J.J. McCarthy is low-key goated. That was a good quarterback class.
You mean...
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hopefully J.J. McCarthy's not goated because I do not want that man to succeed in life.
Yeah. But no, the rookie class was fun last year. I have to swipe right. If you can go 10-7 with your rookie, and Did he start all year?
Yeah, I think he started all the year.
I thought he did, but I'm making sure.
I think he started all year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
But they look good. They were fun to watch. Every once in a while, like they had some games they got blown out like once or twice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But they have room to improve. But I have nothing to say for rapid fire.
Yeah. The only thing they went 10-7, so I'm swiping right. They had one of the best O lines, one of the best D lines, led by Zach Allen. They of course had Pat Surtain the second, which is the best cornerback in the league, I would say.
Yeah, Pat Surtain's a dog.
Debatably. But they're lacking when it comes to weapons, I think is the big thing. Like Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims being your main guys is not great. They signed Evan Ingram, which I think could be a good weapon to put in there. Their starting running back last year, what was his name? Javonte Williams. He signed somewhere else.
Where did he go?
I don't remember where he went, so I don't even know who they have for running back now. So that scares me, but this is a long-term relationship once again. So I swipe right. They have their quarterback of the future. He was really good. They have their O-line looking great. Their defense was one of the best in the league, led by Zach Allen, Pat Surtain, and the boys. And they signed Dre Greenlaw, and he's pretty good at linebacker. So they're improving that defense. Yeah, they just gotta get weapons, and sometimes that takes time. They haven't done anything in free agency. They just signed Evan Ingram and then Trent Shearfield, which great wide receiver. Come on. And so yeah, I'm just gonna swipe right, and it's gonna be a long-term relationship.
Okay. Well, our next one is also like we're starting early and hoping for a long-term relationship.
Starting early, Ayo.
Starting like
Ayo.
not early. Starting off on a weird foot.
Okay, thank you. Okay, weird foot. I like it better. Okay, so we have Caleb Williams at quarterback for the Chicago Bears. 5-12 record. No play, no more. That sounds like a Dr. Seuss little book. I'm swiping left.
Really?
I get it. I get it why I should swipe right. But I was supposed to swipe right last year. And what happened? Nothing good. Nothing good. Yes, they had a terrible O-line, and they are proving that. They got Joe Thunley and Jonah Jackson. They got both those in a trade. Pretty good. Drew Dalman, they signed a 3-year, $42 million contract. So those 3 good O-linemen they signed. They signed Grady Jarrett. So they're improving all the areas, mainly the line that they lacked in. But I don't know. The last time the Bears were hyped last season, everyone said they're going to win the division. They're going to make the playoffs. They went 5-12.
I wasn't there. I had a little bit more hope than that, but for me, this isn't a swipe left. This is like I'm just gonna blow it to the right, hope it falls right. But if it falls left, we're not gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna push it to the right, and if it doesn't tip all the way off that side and has to rock back and fall off, that's okay. Okay. But Caleb Williams is weird. He's just weird. DJ.
I love it. I agree.
Yeah, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I agree.
DJ Moore had a decent season, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Rome Odunze's good.
Rome Odunze is good. Like, they acquired Montez Sweat in the middle of the season for the pass rush.
Yes.
And I think their pass rush was better after that. And so, if they...
Was it Chase Young? No. Okay, you keep
I think it's Montez Sweat.
Keep yapping.
But whoever they acquired for the pass rush in the middle of the season, it helped their pass rush, and they have...
Yes, Chicago Bears. Yeah, you're right.
I was right? Okay.
You're right. My bad.
I think there's some hope. Hope might be, for 3 years from now.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Again, long term, it just might be a rough start.
Yeah, I've conditioned not hope.
Might be an abusive relationship for a bit.
I've conditioned not hope. I don't want to go through those abusive relationships anymore.
They both do.
I've been through in A&M, Texans. Everything has been an abusive relationship for me. So Cowboys, you're in the most abusive relationship of them all. Okay, we are now. Okay, we're gonna skip this.
I was waiting for this.
3-14 record.
Left.
But just take 5 seconds of silence to appreciate the memes. Okay, swipe left. Let's go to the next team. What do we got here now?
Oh, yeah. You mentioned J.J. McCarthy. So
Oh.
we have Lele McCarthy.
Okay, quarterback Lele McCarthy, 14-3 record last year,
he's
but it was not
throwing the
him.
ball, by the way.
It was not him. And
Can we talk about LeBron's arm real quick?
what are we talking? Which
His throwing arm? Okay, sorry. Look away from that. Look away. It hurts.
Can you speak? Because I'm speechless now.
The Vikings played well. The Vikings went somewhere with Sam Darnold, but that was with Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they got there. They managed to go 14-3, which was interesting, but then immediately got bopped in the wild card by the Rams.
Yes, by the Rams. I mean, I like everything but their quarterback. They have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, which I think is probably.
Re-say that for me. Did you say you like everything but their
quarterback?
But their quarterback.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought you said the opposite.
Oh,
you like
no.
only their
And
quarterback.
he said no. But yeah.
Are you the same person I was talking to 30 seconds ago?
No. They have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, which I think arguably the best wide receiver duo in the league, probably competing with T. Higgins
Yeah.
and Chase.
I would take Chase, but that's
But
for
yeah,
another conversation.
That's another conversation. Jordan Addison is such a good number 2. Aaron Jones, a great running back. TJ Hawkinson, a great tight end. JJ McCarthy cannot ask for a better position. And Sam Darnold, who had a pretty bad career before him when he was playing this position,
Yeah.
went into like God mode for a bit.
Yeah.
So maybe this works out. I just don't trust JJ. Well, see, the thing about JJ McCarthy is at Michigan, all he did was hand off the ball. So we don't know if he can throw or not.
Yep.
And so
Looking at his stats from college is hilarious.
if JJ McCarthy is good, this team could win a Super Bowl straight up. Because
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
they have the good enough O line, like Ryan Kelly, great center, Christian Darsaw, really good left tackle, great receivers, great weapons, great defense. Their defense was great last year. Jonathan Grenard was awesome. Jonathan Allen was pretty dang good too. So I'm gonna swipe right, even though I don't like JJ McCarthy. Maybe it's just a swing and miss. They go on to another quarterback. They're just a quarterback away from the Super Bowl.
This is something I would just like to leave on the if I could leave this in the middle, I would.
Okay.
But if I had to choose to swipe, I would swipe right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just up to is JJ their guy? And if not, can you rotate in a quarterback soon? Which the answer is almost certainly no. But if he turns out to be your guy, you have a lot of hope.
Yeah.
So I have to go right.
I like that.
And even if he's not there, he's not amazing, he's not that guy, like a Super Bowl winning quarterback, he's still that team will do something.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be in the mix, I think, every year.
Okay. I was scared for this moment, but it's finally time.
Is this the Steelers?
Okay. You got the floor. Go on your rant. This is your time to shine.
Mike Tomlin is a horrible coach. Thank you, Ethan. I need this. This is immediate left just because of Mike Tomlin. I don't care what else the Steelers do. Mike Tomlin's not a good coach. He inherited a Super Bowl winning team. That's the team he won the Super Bowl with. And then 2 years, every major contributor to that team that he won the Super Bowl with 15 years ago, he inherited. Yeah, you have to manage them, but he inherited that team. Then 2 years later, when he went back to the Super Bowl, it was still the same team. It was the same core of players. And then after that, his playoff record is horrible. He's won one playoff series in the past 7 years, I think. It's been actually atrocious. So if you want to have hope, you have to have hope for the playoffs. And if your past 4 times going to the playoffs is getting beat at home and one of those you have the bye, yeah, no, there's no hope for you. This is a left. Would you like to return with us, Ethan?
Yeah, I'm coming back.
That was a little more calm than I was expecting.
Yeah, you're improving. Have you gone to therapy or something?
It's 11:30.
Oh, so you weren't locked in.
This was an exam day. It's 11:30. I don't want to get all of my facts wrong, but
Okay.
I think that's generally there's a lot of other stuff,
Yeah.
but we can't. Never mind.
I know that Mike Tomlin has overwhelmed you, but that was really you were very mature there, very composed, and I hope that moment helped you. And yeah, You didn't.
I'm just actually more mad now.
Okay. So maybe I didn't help.
I forgot how much I disliked him. But at least it's not the Packers.
What if he was on the Packers?
I would have one team to hate instead of two.
I feel like you'd probably like be in prison.
You don't want to hear that story. Don't worry.
Okay, go to the next team. Please. The Lions, who went to the Divisional.
The Divisional round.
15-2, got beat by the Commanders. Lamanders, and their quarterback is LeJared Goff. Swipe right. I mean, they have an incredible team. They should have been in the Super Bowl.
We still
Commanders
need to pay Parrish $20.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah. Sorry, that's for later. Edit that out.
No, we're keeping that in. Or no, actually, we're editing that out. Like, I don't know what to say about them. They should have done better than they did. Their defense is where it lacks, but it was kind of a lot of injuries that led to that. So their offense is just pure amazing. Jameer Gibbs, my Pookie Bear, who I love.
I can't believe you got him.
I got him.
Fantasy trade.
Thank you, Joel Bratcher. Oh, I said his last name. Are we cooked? But I love Jameer Gibbs. I love their wide receivers. Love their tight end. They signed some cornerbacks, which is what they need. They signed some defensive depth, which is what they need. So hopefully they stay healthy. So I swipe right.
I swipe right also. Like, I love them. Like, they're amazing. They're fun to watch. They're all of it's great. Their one thing I think they need to like hope for is that their motivation is maintained. Like 2 years ago, a year and like 4 months ago now, when they made the playoffs and they got knocked out, like I think that was their best chance to win the Super Bowl was that year. Like they may be better this year, but like that may have been better this year. But like one of the things that's hard is people get tired and people lose motivation and sometimes lose hope. And so that's just up to Dan Campbell. But I trust Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's an amazing coach.
Yeah.
I love the aggression. Like the aggression may have been what lost them against the 49ers.
They got to go for that.
If that's what you're going to do all year and go 15-2 this year, and like I know the 49ers the year before, but like if that's what you're going to do and that's what you're going to lose on, so be it.
Stick to your guns. Stick to what got you there. Like I think that people say, oh, the reason they lost the game is because Dan Campbell was aggressive. He was aggressive the whole season, the whole game. The reason they even have a chance to win because it's aggression.
They wouldn't be in this situation if they weren't aggressive.
Yeah.
And so I think the biggest thing for them is just keeping motivation, keeping that team morale high, which from stuff like Amun-Ra does a podcast and like has teammates on, has coaching staff on, and like they just have fun, joke around, and like it's a community. It's not just here for all business. Like they actually like each other, and I think that's one of the big things going for them. So as long as they keep their morale high, because like there's nothing else to say negatively. Like if they keep their morale high, I think they have a good chance of winning a Super Bowl the next few years.
Yeah, I agree. This is easy swipe right. If they're healthy in the playoffs, I think they would have got farther. Or they didn't face God mode Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
Okay. Next one. We have the Colts here. I don't know if we want to last long on this. 8-9 record. Playoffs should have played Joe Flacco all year. They would have made it. QBs, Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones, but does it really matter?
I don't know who I would start. I'm gonna be real. Like Anthony Richardson, if you're gonna be asked to be taken out because you're tired, like you don't got that dog in you, boy. Like you can't like be that guy for a team if you're gonna turn around and ask to be taken out because you're tired. Like I understand tiredness, I understand that, but like that's part of the reason you're paid so much money is to put that on the line.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Left.
Daniel Jones he had one good season, that one 2020 year with the Giants, and maybe I don't know who they're going to start, but low-key I think it'll be Daniel Jones at some point. Anthony Richardson's stats last year, 47.7 completion percentage, 8 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. The QBR was 47.4. He ran for 500 rushing yards, and that's the thing about Anthony Richardson is he, in theory, should be an incredible quarterback. He's a human specimen. He is incredible.
He's an athlete.
He's an incredible athlete, but he's not a good quarterback. And even as a runner, he had 7 fumbles to 6 touchdowns. He's a turnover machine. who's a great athlete. So if he learns how to pass the ball and take care of the ball, oh my goodness, you have a franchise quarterback. But he's rarely done that. I mean, the year before he was a little better, a little better in the few games he played. But yeah, you have to either Anthony Richardson develops or you start Daniel Jones. So swipe left, swipe left, swipe left.
If I'm thinking about starting Daniel Jones over someone else,
you're in a bad spot.
Pray for me.
Okay, next team.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Once again, a diving throw.
Okay, this one's going to be hard to say. So their QB is LaDarnold, LeWhite, LeGeno, Lele. So basically, White, Geno Smith.
Yeah. No layoffs. No layoffs.
No layoffs. 10-7. I don't know what the Seahawks are doing. It feels like they just wanted to get. I don't know. I don't know what they want.
DK Metcalf.
No, they traded.
Oh yeah, they traded DK Metcalf.
Traded DK, dropped Tyler Lockett, but they said, "Oh, let's go sign Cooper Kupp." They said, "Let's trade away Geno and let's just go get the White younger version." It feels like they just wanted to tread water, and they did. So good job trading water. You didn't improve or deprove. You just got wider because you traded away your black wide receiver and black quarterback and got the white versions of them.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Seahawks. Good work. I don't know.
Yippee.
Yippee.
We have Boohoo and Yippee. Boho. Sorry.
Boho. I swipe left. They're just treading water, and I don't like people.
They've been sitting in the same spot for a few years now, it feels like. Cool. Keep doing whatever you're doing if you want to stay where you're at. Swipe left.
Okay, I gotta get my next one prepared.
What do you mean prepared?
No, I got it.
Oh, that photo's concerning.
Okay,
Anyways.
So we got the Pats 4-13 playoffs. Both Pats and Brady were sitting on the couch during the playoffs. Kind of crazy. At their QB, they got Walmart Brady and Drake May, who could become regular Brady. I'm gonna swipe right. What are you gonna do?
I just don't really have hope for the Patriots. Explain your swipe right to me.
I'm the biggest Drake May fan out there. I think he is gonna be better than Jaden Daniels. I think so. He has all the right mechanics and great accuracy, great arm, great deep ball. He just had a terrible wide receiver room. They got Stephon Diggs, which I think will help show how good he is, because before they had Keyshawn Butte and Jalen Polk and Kendrick Bourne, which is absolutely awful. So I think Stephon Diggs will help show if he's truly what I think he is. But yeah, I think Drake May can be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I don't know if he will be. And so that's why I'm swiping. This is a long-term thing. I'm a big believer in Drake May.
I thought you were against abusive relationships.
But see, this one's not going to be abusive because he's going to be good next year, right? I'm in denial.
Yeah.
So this is my denial pick, swiping right.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought I was crazy for immediately just going no. I'm a left, and I'm left all the way. I don't see the hope you have in Drake May.
Okay.
Almost at all. Yeah.
Almost at all is crazy. What do you mean? Did you watch him?
I watched 4 or 5 Patriots games. I was with you for most of those games.
He's good. He has all the tools necessary. Will he develop? I don't know, but he looks so Jaden Daniels. Yes, we saw how that dog in him. He has that running ability, but a running quarterback can be figured out. Think of RG3. Lamar's not really figured out, but there's certain things, injury history, stuff like that can suppress a running quarterback. That's why I think Drake May, who is going to be a better quarterback, as in just a throwing quarterback. I just love his arm talent and his decision making and his just potential. He's like Justin Herbert to me. Where it's the robot, so
okay, but that's not
which is
if that's his ceiling.
That's not a ceiling.
That's scary.
But
are you saying right now he is Justin Herbert?
No. I'm saying
then why is he Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert did not. So people talk about how Justin Herbert is
You
I'm not talking about Deshaun Watson yet.
Oh.
Not yet. But yeah, Justin Herbert, they talked about how he's the perfect like quarterback, just like build. Like he was supposed to be great. As soon as he got to his playoff testing, like he was a robot, it went bad. I think Drake May has the same type of potential, and so we just gotta wait till he gets to playoff testing. Like he hasn't, like obviously he hasn't done anything yet, but this is just all based off potential. And so I'm in love with Drake May, and so I think I'm gonna swipe right because I just have a lot of belief in him.
He was the starter all year, correct?
No.
Or who was the starter?
Was it Jacoby Brissett?
Oh, that makes sense.
I think it was. It's always Jacoby Brissett. Why is that man always starting for random teams? What are we doing?
Yeah, it was Jacoby Brissett.
Okay, well.
But Drake May played 13 games.
But not all those he started. I mean, stats aren't incredible, but it's just the flashes you saw. And he can run too.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
He can run a bit, but I don't know. I just don't see the hope you have in him, and that's just me.
That's okay.
So I'm just going left.
That's okay. I'm going
Because like
right.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm going right.
Apparently, I'm just like we are on very different pages with the Patriots. That's all I've learned right now.
That's okay.
We are in very different.
That's the only lesson you need to learn. I'm a Texans fan.
ChatGPT did not cook with his image.
Oh no. Okay, chat. Swipe left. Ooh. Okay, so we got Brock LaPretty. 6-11 record, no playoffs. What happened to the 49ers this year?
49ers.
I thought they would be
did
good.
something similar to the Cowboys. Just a lot more unexpected in their fall off.
Yeah. And they really didn't do anything in free agency to make me excited. Besides, they signed Mac Jones.
What is with Mac Jones? Like all of the Joneses right now.
All the Joneses?
What are you doing?
Like in life?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You see?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Valid point. The picture is disturbing me, so I want to swipe left really quick. They don't stay healthy. They got rid of Debo, so he didn't stay healthy. Brandon Ayuk doesn't stay healthy. Christian McCaffrey doesn't stay healthy. They have Trent Williams, but he doesn't always stay healthy. Their defense is kind of now. Like it was good in the past, but now all of a sudden it just feels like all of a sudden. Like it felt like it was one of their best qualities was their defense, but all of a sudden I'm looking at it, I'm like, dang, their secondary's not that good. Dang, their linebacker room is kind of falling off. Dang, they only have Nick Bosa and kind of no one else. And then Brock Purdy, I don't believe in him. He had that one crazy year first season.
Yeah,
he's at best a Sam Darnold or a Geno Smith at best. And that's all I have to say. So I'm swiping left.
I think he's better than Darnold and Geno.
Well, they're stuck with an injured team with a quarterback who's not good enough to win a Super Bowl.
They're also stuck with a team that's aging.
Yeah, an injured old team with Brock Purdy who has...
And
let me see his contract.
George Kittle was definitely their leading receiver, which like having your tight end as your leading receiver isn't indicatively bad, but I think it was George Kittle, Jawan Jennings, Brandon Ayuk. Not Brandon Ayuk, Samuel, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that order. Kittle, Jennings, Samuel. And now one of those is gone. I don't know that Jawan Jennings is going to keep up whatever he was doing last year because he was just weird as a player. And relying on George Kittle, who's 31, isn't my favorite idea. So
no, and then Brock Purdy is apparently looking for a deal worth $50 million per year. So they haven't re-signed him yet, but they got to re-sign him soon. The 49ers are just stuck in a bad place. Yep. They're like turning into like the Seahawks low key, or just like the purgatory, stuck in a weird place. So
they remind me of the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're pretty much the Cowboys.
They did the same thing as the Cowboys this year. Both the Cowboys and the Niners were good in the regular season the year before, and then both fell off of the planet. LaJackson.
So we got LaJackson. So we got the Ravens, 12-5 record, lost in the divisional due to actually not LaJackson. LaJackson played pretty okay, but Mark Andrews decided to drop the ball.
Mark Andrews went back to week one. Mark Andrews
and Lamar Jackson, let's be honest, was pretty bad in the first half. He recovered the second half, and so his playoff choker mantle is still kind of there. It's like falling down, but it's still there. Yeah, and QB Lamar Jackson, he's not just a running back, I think. I'm pretty sure he's not.
I think he can throw. Like, his decision-making is not bad. Derrick Henry's getting older, but other than a big injury, I don't see what's stopping Derrick Henry anytime soon. And you have Zay Flowers, who's inconsistent, but still is pretty good. I trust him. I trust him to improve. I like where the team's at.
Yeah, I like where the team's at. We still got to see if Lamar Jackson, because Derrick Henry was kind of stopped in the playoff game against the Bills, which was unexpected. And so the key here is Lamar Jackson good enough to take you to the Super Bowl? And we still haven't proven that. He did a lot better in this playoffs than the previous ones. He was great against the Steelers. Pretty bad in the first half, great in the second half against the Bills. And the Ravens had the third best offense in NFL history last year.
I knew that. I just forgot that was
it's so good with the Lamar-Henry duo. It's just, is Lamar that guy? I don't know. There was a little more hope given to me, but he feels like the Joel Embiid of the NFL. So I'm going to swipe right because, I mean, I still believe in this team because they're so dang good. But is Lamar that guy? I don't know.
I agree.
Okay, we got 2 teams left. 2 teams, guys. Let's go.
And your second to last is the Rams.
So we got Matthew Stafford.
We didn't cook with that one.
Who went to the divisional round?
Divisional.
Divisional. And they
10-7.
10-7 record.
They just got Devontae.
Oh, they did.
They just got Devontae.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. They have Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams.
Yeah, Kyron Williams was a really good running back this last year.
Yep.
And I think Devontae Adams and Cooper Kupp are pretty interchangeable. So they just got this. So instead,
I was literally thinking like they're the same.
Reverse
when I saw
Seahawks.
that, I was like,
they replaced the white one for the black one, like just reversed. Of the Seahawks. But yeah, Kyron Williams, I love. He had 1,300 rushing yards last season, which is crazy. Matthew Stafford is the quarterback I always trust. He's just getting old, so that scares me. 37 years old.
He's 37?
Yeah, he's old.
Holy cow.
The defense is good. Yeah, they're okay. Not many signings this offseason.
Who's their backup, Jimmy G?
Yeah, Jimmy G. I'm going to swipe left, though. I feel like they're at their peak and they're about to go downhill. Because as soon as Stafford's gone, and I know I love Kyron Williams, I love Puka Nacua, and those guys are young, it just feels like they're not going to get any better than they did last year. And they only have room to go downhill as their team's getting older.
I'm going to swipe right. You have the smart decision of swiping left, but this is a one-night stand. We're going in for this one season left, and that's all this is.
Okay, I like it. I like the one-night stands. I mean, they're in NFL context. I mean, their defense is kind of youngish, and it's kind of okay. They got like Byron.
Kind of.
They have Byron Young, who's 27. Jared Verse, he's pretty good at linebacker. He's 24. So they have some nice guys here or there. But there's a few holes on the D-line and in the secondary. So I think I like your season play, and like they could go on a run with Devontae Adams, Puka, Kyron, Matthew Stafford. Mm-hmm. I just don't think they get to the Super Bowl because of their defense, and I think as soon as Matthew Stafford's gone, they are cooked. Fair. Is my opinion.
Yeah, if I was looking long term, I would agree with you. But I'm looking just this year, and I think they have some room to do something. Okay. Who's the last team? The Browns?
Of course, it's my king, Jameis Winston, the man who loves the snow, who loves America, who loves Jesus, and who loves the people. My guy. They went 3-14 last year, but when Jameis Winston was in, it was amazing. Playoffs, obviously no, and sadly they chose a predator over this perfect human being. Is what I wrote here.
That is what you wrote.
That is what I wrote,
and that is truthful.
And so swipe left.
Yeah,
swipe left.
Just left.
The Browns are always a swipe left. And like I don't want to date a predator. Like that's not what I'm looking for. And I guess Are they going to draft Shedeur Sanders?
They should try to.
I don't think they should because I don't
They
believe
should try to because they need something other than a predator.
Yeah,
at their
they need
quarterback.
Cam Ward. They need to hope and pray that the Titans pass up on Cam Ward.
There's no shot the Titans are passing. I don't think the Titans are.
Will Levis, baby. Don't forget about him. Do not forget about him.
I will.
Yeah, please forget about him.
We will both forget about Will Levis in a few years, hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean,
Actually, wait. I'll take that back.
Wait. Repent. Apologize to Will. William Levis, the third.
I caught myself.
Thank you.
I think it would be cool if Will Levis won 4 straight Super Bowls. That is my
That is meme king Will Levis. Yeah, but I think the Browns, we start on the swipe left. They re-signed Miles. Myles Garrett got paid a bag. Do you want to pull up his contract? Or we'll race to pull up his contract. Who is faster? Not me. Not me at all.
4-year, 160 mil.
Okay, yeah. That's a crazy.
He got that bag.
Yeah, he said, I want to leave.
And as an Aggie, I approve.
And Brown said, but money. And he said, okay, I don't need to win a Super Bowl. I'll just go out as the best D end of all time and have money. So yeah, congrats to Myles Garrett, but I don't want to talk about this team that supports Deshaun Watson anymore.
Okay.
That's all the teams. Dang.
We got through.
We got some dates, some good dates.
We got some swipes. We got to see if they swipe back.
Oh yeah, true. I think we got some good dates, some good swipes, and we did some sketchy things. Like I swiped right on the Patriots. I think that was my sketchiest.
I agree. I was not expecting how confident you were in the Patriots swipe. We got some fun photos out of it. We got LeBron on the Saints.
That's one of the best ones. That's one of the best ones.
I told ChatGPT, give me LeBron James doing a backflip in a Saints jersey. And that's when I started dying when we were prepping this.
Yeah.
Was this photo.
I mean, this is my favorite, the Mike Tomlin one after securing a winning record in Stadium Bowls. Also, we can't deny the amazingness of Kermit Mahomes.
LeKermit.
The Mahomes.
And also there is LeBron James hurdling 4 Bears players.
Yeah, and then we had that LeBron James 49ers one, which will
that.
Yeah, I think we should end off on that.
Okay.
Thanks you guys for
Thank you all for watching.
If you made it all the way through, you're a real one. Shamik Moore, I know you're still here. Remember, you're invited back You're invited to the show. It was a good time.
This was fun.
Yeah,
we will do this again.
Samuel was here.
I'm here.
He will come back.
Yes.
He'll be back.
Okay. Gig 'em. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.